the track. The final race of the night. Appreciate everybody coming out here and hanging out with us. We'll be back here next Saturday night, 7 p.m. race time. Late models on the board as well for next Saturday.
Heads back to the pits in the 42 to change the tire.
Moses was the fastest or second fastest car coming through like you said, Dennis. Cecil Diamond coming to the stop on the back straightaway as well. Gets his car checked out by safety officials. Real in the 36. He's still able to run in the front of the tail of the field.
A couple updates here is that you got to hand it to this guy if you can. Perhaps as he comes by here, if you get a chance, look at the front end on this. Both tires are leaning to the left. When he got together with Shelby Stuckey down here, they did some major league damage to the front end of that car. It bent the front frame horns to the side or in or out or whatever. And they've actually got the thing chained together because it broke several of the tubes that ties the front end together. And they put some chains on it to try to get it back together. You saw them back here beside to the south of the restrooms in the pits here at the Kenworth water tanks. They went back there and they tied the thing down to some blocks or something, and then they used a pickup to try to pull it out. They did a lot of work on this thing. The fact that it's running in third is pretty good right now, but they have some more, obviously, work to do this week, but see if they can hang on with that thing.
Jake Nightingale runs second. Shelby Stuckey rating is in that 8th spot. Richie Wilson 9th. Rick Mueller rounds out the top 10.
Got Moses off of turn 3, Scott.
All right, Aaron Moses coming back in the fray of things. We'll watch him. You talk about ball in China shop. We'll see how he can get through this mess.
Yeah, he was almost over driving a little bit because he kind of miscued down here at 2 and put himself back behind. Then he really went after it, Chris.
Keep an eye on the 25 car. It's a little bit of smoke coming from the back of it. Might keep an eye on that. If it's an engine or not, I don't know, but a little bit of smoke coming from the 25.
Big Josh at the Kenworth Starters Tower gives the field a 1 to go. Next time by will be green. Jake Nightingale, ace in the field. Gary Kilborn right there. The top 2 is the fat. Richard Wilson running 6. Harley Perry 7. Aaron Moses running the tail of the field. Shelby Stuckey is in 8th. Richie Wilson in 9th. Rick Mueller in 10th. That's your top 10. 4 laps in the books. 11 laps to go to sell the AAA Modifieds right here tonight at 81 Speedway.
but off to the pits, Jake goes. We'll see if he can make it back out.
I'm really confused, Chris, because he was so dominant on the bottom side. Went to the high side at 3-4. I don't know if he has a tire issue or what, but he's back in the East field.
If you'll notice, the right in the middle of turn 3 and 4, it's dried out dramatically here lately, so he could have hit that, got a little excited, and got on the gas, and just looped it around.
You know, Chris, you want to talk here, you get into one of these cars and they're really hard to drive because you have way more power and alcohol-fired fuel V8 up here, and these tires are really fairly hard to try to drive. So, you know, talk a little bit about that in your early years. How do you keep from overcooking it like that?
Well, you're right, Dennis. And another thing about the tires, they're very narrow, so they get a lot of sidewall flex. And what you just got to do is all that horsepower is just kind of easy on the gas, especially when you get into the flex stuff like the chips. Really important to get switched here in 3 and 4 maybe at the end of that last race. So we'll have to keep an eye on that throughout the rest of this race.
What we found in this MC3 here that we were talking about, if you watch the car, I don't know if you saw it, Chris, but there's only a few places that car really handle well. You can't move around the racetrack because you can probably see that the alignment on that is really a mess. But he's fairly fast if he can find the right spot, and hopefully that'll be fast enough to hold on to the lead.
It sounds great to see.